Καλησπέρα σας, αυτό είναι ένα ακόμα επεισόδιο podcast Μουσικός εκτός συνόρων και το συγκεκριμένο επεισόδιο θα είναι στα αγγλικά και θα έχουμε υπότιτλους γιατί έχω μία καλεσμένη σήμερα. I have the pleasure to have Katarina with me today as a guest to the podcast. Katarina, welcome.
Thank you very much, Evelyn. I'm very glad to be here.
It's really nice. We have a great background here. It's in the park and it's a really nice place. So the atmosphere is really nice.
The guy's looking at me. Okay.
Katarina has been working and living abroad in tourism industry. So we will discuss today about how is it firstly like living and working abroad. And of course, we will talk about tourism industry a little bit.
Hi everyone. As Evelyn told, my name is Katarina and I'm really very glad to be here. Thank you very much for offering me this amazing opportunity. So, as Evelyn told, I was working in tourism industry for almost 8 years. 2 years of which I was working abroad. So it's very nice opportunity to share my experience, how it was, also which advantages and disadvantages it has, and also to give you some advices as well.
Katarina,
Yes.
for how many years have you been working and living abroad and in which countries?
First of all, I think I should tell that I'm from Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And for now I'm living abroad already almost for 3 years. And my first country was Greece. So I was living and working in Greece for 2 years. It was my first experience to working abroad. And of course it was in the tourism industry because it's my specialty in university.
that's really interesting. Like that your first experience
Was in
abroad
Greece.
was in Greece.
Yes.
So we will talk about it later about Greece. So Katarina,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit like how is it for you living and working abroad? Tell us about your experience and opinion. Like
In general, it's very nice experience. It's very interesting experience. You can have a lot of different lessons. You can have a lot of fun. You can meet a lot of different and interesting people. So in general, it's amazing experience. Of course, with a lot of difficulties, but this is a normal part of this thing.
that's the interesting part also for the people that are watching this podcast and mainly they're also in Greece. So tell us a little bit like how was your experience in Greece specifically, because you're from Ukraine, so you came to Greece. So how was your experience?
My experience in Greece was really interesting. It was really different from what I experienced in tourism in Ukraine. And of course it was like a few difficulties. The first difficulties in Greece, and I believe it's not only for foreign people, it's in general in Greece that this is like kind of difficult to find a job in general, job opportunities. Like you can spend some time in process of searching work. If you want to find like actually good work, not something like for a small time or something like this, if you want to find like a good working company, whatever. So it was kind of difficult, but I did it. Basically, I just prepared my CV and I was sending to all companies in Thessaloniki, because back then I was in Thessaloniki. So I was sending my CV in all tourism companies, which I liked from their like websites and information. And I got interview, and that's basically how I got this job. The other difficulty, this is language, of course, because you need to know local language, and this is normal situation not only for Greece. This is normal situation in every country. In order to be in a, let's say, higher level and more professional, it's always the best way to know a part of English, of course, to know the authentic language of country. So back then, when I was searching job, I didn't know Greek at all. I was just in the start of my way, and if I remember correctly, I didn't even start my lessons back then. So I was like in a zero level, basically, and my only like foreign language was English. I mean, I got the job, of course, but if you would know Greek, I think it would give you
more opportunities.
Yes, more opportunities and advantages, of course, if you compare with other candidates, let's say. Nice part of working in Greece, because I was working in a Greek company where was all Greek people. I was only one who was from another country, and it's amazing chance to explore Greek mentality and Greek society and how people are with each other, and like some funny things, what they like, how in general working day is passing by. They take like a lot of coffee, cigarettes, have a small chat during the day. So it was amazing because I really could be closer to this mentality, and I liked it very much. And I find out eventually that like my mentality is like really a little bit similar to Greek mentality, especially in Thessaloniki, I think. So it was really nice, and of course it was good part that my work in tourism was from another side, because before, when I was working in Ukraine, I was working in travel companies, and I was sending tourists abroad. So I didn't have experience when tourists came to Ukraine. So I was working for outgoing tourism, and when I was working in Greece, I was working in inbound department. In department when I was making and I was preparing everything for tourists who is coming to Greece. So it was like another part of tourism industry, which was really interesting, and it was another type, and it was really nice.
So I guess generally, like, if you're planning like to work or live abroad for a long period of time, so we agree that it's better like for you to learn just the basic of the foreign language that you're planning to go, because it will be better if you're working like for a short period of time. Of course, like
if it's like
you need to
seasonal
know
job,
you need to know English in a really
English
good
you need to know
level.
Doesn't matter in which country you're going.
Yes, it doesn't matter, but you
This
need
is
to know
basic.
English, especially like we're in this podcast, like we're talking about working abroad, so it's one of the most important things, like to know English like in a fluent level, so as to be able like to work and communicate like everywhere in the world. Before we go to the part of the tourism industry, like let's talk about like what kind of advice would you give to someone who would like to work and live abroad, for example?
First of all, if you're really planning to go abroad, if you're and working, because in my case it wasn't like this. I didn't plan anything. It's just because of war situation in Ukraine. I went out from Ukraine, and I was I was finding out everything already inside another country. But because I had this huge experience of everything, so now I can advise if you're planning to go, doesn't matter in which country. First thing which you need to do, of course, to be prepared and to have already job opportunities for yourself. So don't go just like out of blue. You need to, or to have already like a offer letter or a contract already. So you need to build something that you know that you will come and you have already something. This is the first. Second, in advance, you need to find out all information, like the maximum information as you can, about all documents, because this is a very, very it's like, okay, it's a stupid thing, of course, but from the other side it's a very important thing. And because everywhere in the world it's a crazy bureaucracy with all these documents, so you need to be ready for this. And of course, maybe even it's better to have to find maybe some company which will help you with something, because I don't know about another country, but for example, what about Greece? I couldn't make some documents without help of local people, because many documents and many systems had option only in Greek language. So if you don't know Greek language, and even at this point that I know like some Greek language and I can a little bit communicate, but my level is not enough for official documents. So this is very important to find some people to help you to make specific documents. And in general, what else I want to tell about Greece, that people in Greece are very friendly, and at least experience which I had was really amazing. Like they were very helpful, very kind. So don't be scared, and don't hesitate to ask for help. Yeah, and the third one, as I told before, it's language, of course. It's I mean, you can find something with English, but it's better to have at least, let's say, B1, B2, or at least A2 level of Greek, in order at least to have opportunity to make simple conversation and understand what people are talking around you, even at work.
Yeah.
Because some people can be sneaky, some people can take advantage of you because you don't know language and all of this. So you better prepare yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, to understand what's going on, going on around you. So,
yeah.
So the one thing that you said, I totally agree with you. Like, it's the part that you said, like, don't be afraid, don't hesitate. Like to try, give it a try and go work abroad or live abroad. Because I say that all the time, like. In these episodes also in podcast, because I get that there's a thing that I have the feeling that artists are really like hesitate and afraid, like to make the step and give it a try.
Yeah, but I think it's reasonable. I mean, you can want this. But when you don't have enough information, and when you are already like kind of comfortable in your place where you are, and you don't have really need to go somewhere, it's very difficult to get out from your comfortable spot. So it's reasonable, to be like this.
Yeah, that's true, because like it's not for everyone. Like it's okay, I get that, and it's like sometimes like you have your reasons, like for going out of your country or working abroad or living abroad. You have your reasons, but mainly, but it's a great chance to grow.
Yes, I agree
think.
with you.
Yes.
This is one of the chances to grow, not the only one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You're right. So, tourism industry.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about your experience with that field. Like, is it organized? Is it not? Like, how is it from your point of view? Because like it's not from the artistic part, like from the artist part, but it's like from another like perspective.
A huge industry, which is amazingly interesting. But what can I tell from my experience? It's unfortunately not organized at all. But I guess that almost all industries not organized. I mean, I can't imagine one industry which would be organized like perfectly. When I was in university and I was studying this specialty, tourism, and you have in your head the like picture, right, of your future work and how it will be. And even when I started to work already in tourism companies, anyway, I had like for some period I had some picture in my head, and it's from one side it's a little bit like even magic, because it's you can actually make dreams of other people come true. Someone wants to go
To America.
Yeah, to America, or like whatever, and you can give it like you can advise, you can inspire people for a lot of travels. This is really beautiful side of tourism, and this would inspire you as well, especially when they are returning from their journeys and they're giving their feedbacks and how they love this place and how they're happy and all of this. And this is like the best moment of your work. What about other moments of your work? They're not the best because this is about organizing part, as you asked me. And this is a huge mess because unfortunately depends on many other people. Because in tourism you can't work only by yourself. You're working with other suppliers, of course. Not all people know their work very good and all of this, so you can be in a lot of trouble because of these situations. The difficult part of tourism is that you don't have like physical products that customer can touch and can see and can experience right away during the selling moment, during the moment when they are buying this. So basically, like in a rude way, you are selling air, like really, literally.
Yeah.
Yes, and this is a very difficult moment because this is moment of trusting, first of all, from side of tourists, from your side as well. So it's like a circle of trust, plus like many people, many tourists, they don't know what they want. I mean, they have like a picture, I want this, but it can be not
different.
Like this. Yeah, very difficult as well. And this is a moment when it can be huge misunderstandings as well. And especially after COVID, of course, it's like it's ruined a lot in this industry.
Totally.
Yeah, and I think until now it didn't recover like it was before. Yeah, so it went to another way because nowadays like a lot of people can, and I understand that a lot of people can book by themselves many things because we have like huge opportunities now in the internet, right? And many people doesn't understand the importance of having travel companies. I mean, they think that this is useless. Yeah, so I mean, this is continue ruining this industry, and especially when you're working in this industry, and when you see all of this, you can't be inspired anymore. I mean, it's not even interesting already. It's just like you're going just to the office and make all this like some work with papers, and that's it, you know?
Yeah. You lose your motivation, your interest.
Yeah, but very basic like something. So yeah, of course, I'm not telling that this is everywhere. Of course, still there are a lot of companies which is actually making something interesting. Like they are still in this way of uniqueness. They didn't go to this massive product as many others, which I like. I admire this because this is very difficult in this industry. Yeah, but most likely, unfortunately, in another way going.
It's really interesting that the fact that you're talking about like but your point of view, and in your point of view, from the from your side, it's seems like disorganized. But from our side and from our point of view, like both like guests and both like artists who are working in tourism entertainment, it's a little different because to us it seems like really organized, and it seems like a really organized field. Yeah, and it's really interesting that the perspective, how the perspective changes.
Of course, yeah.
It's like
from which side you're looking. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about people.
Okay.
You were communicating and interacting with people, and specifically tourists, like we do in the tourism entertainment. So, what will be your best piece of advice in general about handling difficult situations?
Okay, I can actually, it's a very interesting question, and I can answer for this question in two different parts, because I had interactions and with tourists and with my suppliers, with my colleagues, with my partners, let's say. And this is like different ways of interaction, but they're difficult, both of them. Yeah, and sometimes with partners it's more difficult than with tourists, which is crazy, right? I mean, with partners it should be easier because you're working in one industry, right? It's not like this. Yeah, so with tourists, I would say that, of course, like you need to be polite, you need to be kind, but the first thing that you don't need to forget is that you need to be always professional, because this is how people understand that you're actually professional. You're not like, oh, I will do whatever you want, doesn't matter how crazy it is, because I know from my experience that some owners of companies, they had this thought that
Blind always right.
We always hear about that.
Yes, which I'm sure that it's wrong, because client can't be right all the time, for a very simple reason. First of all, because he doesn't know how it should to be, and we are here to show it. When owner wants you to be like this, in this way, like doesn't matter how crazy can be their question or request, like you need to do that, you need to do this, doesn't matter. This is very wrong way, because when you're doing this, at some point people will underestimate your professionalism, because they will think, doesn't matter what I will ask, they are doing this anyway. I have so many crazy situations and so many like insane stories that I could write a book already with this situation. For real. A very important thing that you should to put a borders, a professional
Boundaries.
borders. Yes. So people understand that okay, I can ask you to help me, I can like call you in urgent situation and you can fix a lot of things because you are proving this during your work as well. But at the same time, they should to respect you, because without respect, you can't be professional.
And you can earn that respect.
You should be, first of all, professional, polite, of course kind. You should to know all your like stuff. I mean, you should to learn things because tourism is very dynamic industry. So when you're working inside tourism, you need to learn every day something, because every day something changes, and you need to be inside this wave, let's say. What about partners and communication with them? As I told, sometimes it's even more difficult. Again, you should be professional, because many people, they don't want to do their work, and they want to give all or the most likely the bigger amount of their responsibilities to you. You need to put these boundaries and you need to know your responsibilities and their responsibilities, and you need to be very strict in this. Smart as well, and to think in advance about everything around.
Alert, to be alert.
The last one, which you can use for both sides, for clients and for partners, that you should be, and eventually you will become, a psychologist. Because you need to understand people, you need to see how they are, and eventually, if you are working in this industry, in a while you will understand that there are some specific types of tourists, like most likely specific types of companies, specific types of people. So eventually, at some point, you will be able to understand, like to have this point of view, and it will be easier for you to fix a lot of things even before they started.
I agree like 100% to what you said about like knowing your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the other part. Like in our field, like in especially like working in the tourism entertainment industry, like
Because we
dealing like with contracts, so you need to be totally like careful, you need to be really careful with your contracts, and you need to know really well like what you can do, what you can ask, what you can request, what you don't, what you are not allowed.
About what you told about the contracts, this is a very, very important part, because I remember now that of course in tourism you're dealing a lot with contracts, like every day. You're signing contracts with partners, you're signing contracts with tourists, and you need to be very careful, and you need to announce everything, every small detail. Almost all people, from my experience, they don't pay attention to this, and when suddenly they decide that they don't want to go, or something happened and they can't go, and they think that this is easy and I can cancel and all money will come back. No one doesn't give you money back just like this. Okay,
It's not that simple.
I will give you, yeah. I don't know if you guys working in this industry or if you're planning or if whatever, but if you eventually will have experience in your life in tourism, this is like so important. Like you need to, and if people are telling no, I know, I'm okay, doesn't matter. Even if you will be like too insist and no, I will tell it, like be like this.
And if you don't understand like some term, like you need to ask, like we need to learn how to ask.
It's
like
better
questions.
to ask.
Yes.
It's not something bad that you don't know something, and it's always better to ask than not ask, and or not to do at all, or to do it wrong, and then to have bad consequences.
Yeah. And
so always ask, always.
If it would be one advice to give like to all of you, is like to don't sign anything if you don't understand it,
and don't be shy like to ask.
Yeah.
This is most important everywhere.
Yeah. One last question.
Yeah.
Living and working abroad, generally, is it a yes or no? What would we say? Like, have you regretted, or are you enjoying it?
Of course, I would tell that definitely not regretting, because as I told from the start, that this is amazing opportunity for everyone to experience something new in life. Doesn't matter, I mean, it's not even about work part, it's about part when you can experience another country as well. I mean, this is so beautiful thing, because you can meet other people, you can like find out other cultures, other mentality, other religion even. And this is amazing journey in your life in general, because and by the way, actually this is part of tourism as well. When you're just traveling, this is amazing opportunity to discover something new, to have experience, and because all over the world people we are different. Because of history, because of culture, because of religion, because of many factors, but at the same time we are the same, doesn't matter from which country we are.
It's true.
And this is so interesting, like okay, like for me it is interesting when you can meet people from different countries and you can find something similar in them, and you can understand, oh my god, like we are living, I don't know, for like 3,000 kilometers between us, but I mean we are so similar. We have the same, I don't know, mentality, we have the same mindset, we are thinking very similar. So this is amazing experience, and even if you're going, I mean, even if you can go somewhere for a long term without working, this is amazing as well, because you can explore more, you know, you can actually travel. Yeah, and work give you opportunity to meet different people, to make friends, to, I don't know, find love as well. Like everything, you can do everything, and of course your professional experience, because it's very good if you have good work in your country, if it's like very good company, and you are like professional, you are successful, it's amazing. But when you have experience in another country, it gives you something else, something that you can't experience inside your country, because it's impossible, it's logical. So if you at some point in your life, or even now, maybe at this moment when you are listening us, if you have this opportunity to go somewhere, I think you need to
give it a try.
Yeah, to give it a try, to give a chance to this. Yeah. And I'm sure that it will be amazing journey.
Yeah. I will also say that one thing I know for sure is like I found out like that wherever you are in the world, wherever you are, you can always find yourself in it wherever you are. You can make friends wherever you are. You can enjoy in it. You can grow. You can evolve, both like in a personal level and in professional.
Yes.
And in professional part and both parts. I don't know. The whole world is your home. I mean,
Yeah, globally it
just-
is like this.
Yes, and it's I'm right now, and eventually I'm in that kind of perspective now. That's my perspective now. Thank you, Katerina. That was
Thank
great.
you, Evelyn. It was very interesting experience for me.
Yeah,
It was very nice.
I really enjoyed it, and I hope that you also enjoying it. And Katerina, she gave us today like a different perspective from her side and her like experience of working and living abroad. But at the same time, we spoke about the tourism industry, but in another perspective, which I think that it was really important, like to know also. So yeah, that was it. So
Yes, it was very nice.
and don't forget to subscribe, να κάνετε μια εγγραφή, ένα like, and see you next time.
Yes.
In the film industry.
Τι έγινε? Ηρέμησε.
It was really good.
We will be here forever,
saying-
Evelyn.
No. I
That's why Christos doesn't want to make podcast with you.
I said
Christos,
film.
now I know.
Okay.